Have you ever stood in front of your closet, picked out an outfit you thought was decent, only to catch a glimpse of yourself in a store window later and feel, well, a bit washed out? Like the clothes were wearing you, rather than the other way around. Or worse, like the outfit looked significantly cheaper than what you actually paid for it. It is a frustrating mystery that many of us face as we transition into our 60s and beyond. We often blame the cut of the fabric or our own changing features, but the truth is usually much simpler and more colorful. Color is the first thing the human eye perceives. It has the power to make you look like $1 million in a simple cotton tee, or it can make a high-end designer silk blouse look like a bargain bin find. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the subtle science of expensive dressing. We are identifying the 7 specific colors that are secretly sabotaging your style, making your skin look sallow, highlighting every fine line, and giving off an unintentional budget vibe. We are moving past the generic fashion advice to find the shades that actually provide that quiet luxury glow for the modern woman over 60. Put down that neon sweater and let's get into the high-stakes world of color theory right now. Let's dive straight into the first offender, and this one might break some hearts because it is everywhere. We are talking about muddy, desaturated sludge greens. You know the ones, they aren't quite olive. They aren't quite forest. They are just a murky, brownish green that looks like it has been washed 100 times too many. As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its pigment and vibrancy. If you drape yourself in a color that is essentially the color of shadows and dust, it creates a mask effect. It drains the life from your face and makes your complexion look gray or tired. In the fashion world, these muddy tones are often used in cheap, synthetic fabrics because they hide imperfections in the dye process. When you wear them, you are unintentionally telegraphing that budget look. Instead of sludge green, reach for a crisp, regal emerald or a deep, rich pine. These jewel tones have a pure pigment that reflects light back onto your skin, making you look energized and expensive. Now, let's talk about the second color trap, the washed-out pastel lavender. Now, don't get me wrong, a beautiful, saturated lilac can be stunning, but there is a very specific type of pale, chalky lavender that is a favorite in the elderly fashion departments of big-box stores. This color has way too much white and gray in its base. On a woman over 60, it often leans into the dated territory. It lacks the punch needed to contrast with silver or white hair. It sits on the surface of the skin like a film and can make you look remarkably pale in a way that suggests you aren't feeling your best. This is what we call a passive color. It doesn't do any work for you. Luxury dressing is about active colors, shades that have a clear identity. If you love purple, swap that chalky lavender for a deep, sophisticated plum or a vibrant periwinkle. These colors have depth. Depth equals quality. Quality translates to an expensive appearance. Moving on to the third mistake, and this one is a silent style destroyer, neon orange. There is a common misconception that wearing extremely bright neon colors will make you look younger or more energetic. In reality, it usually does the exact opposite. Neon colors are incredibly loud and synthetically bright. They create a visual vibration that is very harsh against the natural, softer textures of mature skin. A neon orange top will cast a jaundiced, yellowish glow over your jawline and neck, emphasizing shadows and redness. Furthermore, neon is a color trend that is heavily associated with fast fashion and sportswear. Wearing it in a casual or semi-formal setting can make your entire ensemble look like it came from a discount rack. If you want that warm, sun-kissed energy, go for a rich burnt orange, a sophisticated terracotta, or a deep coral. These are earth-toned bolds. They feel grounded, intentional, and significantly more high-end. The fourth color on our never wear list is one that a lot of people think is a safe neutral, but it is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing, yellowish beige or drab tan. Beige is the cornerstone of the old money aesthetic, but the undertone is everything. If your beige has a strong yellow or greenish undertone, it will compete with your skin's natural tones and make you look like you've caught a cold. This specific drab tan is often found in stiff, cheap khakis or polyester blends. It lacks the richness of a true camel or a creamy oatmeal. When you wear a dirty beige, it looks like your clothes are stained or just very old. To achieve that expensive neutral look, you want beiges that lean towards sand or champagne. These have a hit of pink or peach in the base, which adds a healthy flush to your cheeks. Remember, glow is the hallmark of wealth and health. Avoid anything that makes you look sallow. Now, let's address the fifth culprit, mustard yellow. This is a very polarizing color, and for a good reason. Mustard has a lot of brown in it. On mature skin, It can look like a direct reflection of fatigue. It highlights the darkness under the eyes and can make silver hair look dull. While it can be a trendy color, on a woman over 60, it often misses the mark of elegance and lands squarely in the unflattering zone. High-end fashion usually avoids these sickly yellows in favor of something with more clarity. If you are a fan of yellow, try a pale primavera or a rich, buttery gold. You want a yellow that looks like it captures the sun, not one that looks like it's been mixed with mud. When a color looks clean, it looks new. When it looks muddied, it looks poor. Number 6 is a classic mistake. Solid, flat gray beige, also known as grage. While grage can be a beautiful color for a sofa or kitchen cabinets, as an outfit for a woman over 60, it can be a disaster. If the gray and the beige are mixed in equal parts without any warmth, it creates a color that is the literal definition of blah. It blends in with the sidewalk. It provides zero contrast. If you have gray hair, a grage outfit will make your entire presence disappear into a misty cloud of nothingness. It is the ultimate invisible color. Luxury is about being seen, even if it is in a subtle way. If you want a sophisticated neutral, choose a crisp charcoal or a warm dove gray. These have a clear direction. A neutral with a soul always looks more expensive than a color that can't decide what it wants to be. Finally, the 7th color to avoid is a specific shade of cheap navy. Now, navy is the ultimate power color, right? Not always. There is a version of navy that is very flat and has a strange. This cheap navy tends to look shiny under artificial light and can look a bit costumey. It doesn't have that navy blue authority we are looking for. To look amazing and expensive, your navy should be so dark it almost looks black in shadows, but reveals a rich, deep blue in the light. This midnight shade is the hallmark of naval officers and high society events. Don't settle for the middle-of-the-road navy. It will only make your outfit look dated. So why do these colors make you look poor? It all comes down to the way they interact with light and the psychology of quality. High-quality fabrics like silk, cashmere, and high-end wool absorb and reflect light differently than cheap synthetics. Deep, saturated colors like burgundy, navy, and forest green look incredible on these fabrics because they show off the texture. On the other hand, muddy or drab colors look the same on a rag as they do on a sweater. This is why we associate clear, intentional colors with wealth. They require better dyes and better fabrics to look good. By choosing pure or jewel tones, you are visually signaling that you value quality. Let's talk about the complexion connection. As we age, our skin becomes more translucent. This means the colors we wear are actually reflected onto our faces. A poor color like neon orange or sludge green sends unflattering light waves toward your features. This highlights things we usually want to minimize, like redness around the nose or shadows under the chin. An expensive color like a creamy ivory or a rich royal blue sends a soft focus light toward your face. It acts like a portable lighting crew. It blurs the edges and makes your features look lifted. This is the real secret of the facelift in a blouse. I want to address the black debate. Many women over 60 cling to black because it's slimming and classic. While black can be very chic, it can also be very harsh as we get older. A solid black shirt can cast deep shadows under the chin and make the face look pinched. If you love the slimming effect of dark colors, try a deep espresso brown or a dark charcoal instead. These are softer versions of black that provide all the same slimming benefits without the harsh contrast. If you do wear black, make sure it's in a high-quality fabric and try wearing it on your bottom half, keeping a more light-reflecting color near your face. What about white? White is the ultimate expensive color. Think of the white party aesthetic. But not all whites are created equal. A stark optic white can sometimes look a bit sterile or cheap, especially in synthetic fabrics. It can highlight the yellowness in teeth or the whites of the eyes. For women over 60, a creamy white, alabaster, or ivory is much more flattering. These warm whites feel softer and more luxurious. They have a pearl quality that glows against mature skin. A head-to-toe cream outfit is perhaps the fastest way to look like you own a yacht, even if you're just going to the grocery store. Dimension is another key. These aren't one flat color. They are a mix of several similar shades. When you choose colors, look for ones that have a bit of a heather or melange effect. It suggests hand knitting or artisanal dyeing, both of which are markers of expensive style. Tonal outfit, say various shades of camel and tan. We subconsciously think that person has the time and resources to care for their appearance. This tonal dressing is a huge secret of the wealthy. Taking the time to match your shoes to your bag or your sweater to your coat in the same color family creates a very high-level look. It's not about the price tag, it's about the intentionality. Muddy, mismatched colors suggest a haphazard approach, which is often associated with a lack of resources or attention. I want to encourage you to experiment with unexpected expensive colors. Deep teal, rich terracotta, and dusty rose are all colors that look incredibly high-end on women over 60. These aren't your basic primary colors. They are sophisticated mixes. A dusty rose silk scarf or a terracotta blazer feels very bespoke. It shows that you have a developed sense of style. Moving away from the safety of navy and black into these more nuanced shades is a brave and very expensive-looking move. Texture also reads as a color. A poor color like yellowish beige looks even worse in a shiny, cheap polyester. But that same color might look okay in a rough, high-end linen. However, why take the risk? By choosing both a rich color and a rich texture, you are doubling your style power. Think of a plum velvet blazer or a forest green cashmere pashmina. The combination of color and texture is what creates that luxurious aura we are after. Don't forget about your hair color. Your hair is the color that is closest to your face 24 hours a day. If you have embraced your natural silver or white, you have a cool frame. Wearing warm, muddy colors like mustard or drab tan will create a clash. You will look like you are fighting your own hair. Silver hair looks absolutely regal when paired with cool, expensive colors like sapphire, ruby, and slate gray. If you dye your hair a warm brown, you might be able to pull off more earth-toned golds and olives. Alignment between your hair color and your clothing color is the fastest way to look like you've been color-matched by a professional stylist. Let's talk about the all-white or all-cream winter look. It is an incredibly chic way for a woman over 60 to look expensive. While everyone else is in black and gray, you are in a bright, light-reflecting column of color. This tonal dressing creates a very high-level appearance. It suggests you aren't worried about getting a bit of mud on your pants because you have a car waiting. It's a very glamorous psychology that works perfectly for our 60s. Just make sure the whites are warm and not clinical. It is a look that screams quiet luxury. I want to remind you that your most expensive color is your confidence. You can wear the most expensive-looking charcoal gray or midnight navy, but if you don't feel like $1 million, you won't look like $1 million. Your posture and your spirit are the undertone for every outfit. When you find your true wow colors, the ones that make your eyes sparkle and your skin glow, you naturally stand a little taller. That confidence is the final finish that makes even a simple outfit look incredibly high-end. The goal of fashion after 60 is not to try and blend into the woodwork or to try and look younger by wearing neon or muddy safe colors. It is to reveal the vibrant, sophisticated woman you are. Color is your most powerful tool in this mission. By avoiding the 7 poor colors and embracing rich, clear, and intentional shades, you are giving yourself an instant style upgrade. You are making your clothes work for you, not against you. Think of your wardrobe as a collection. Each piece should be a deliberate, high-quality choice. Does this color love me back? Does this shade make me feel seen in a positive way? If the answer is no, it doesn't matter how much it cost. It is a poor choice. By curating a color palette of quiet luxury, you are building a wardrobe that will serve you beautifully for another 20 years. You are creating a signature look that is as timeless as it is expensive looking. I want to encourage you to step out of your comfort zone. If you've been a navy and black person for decades, try a rich emerald green or a deep burgundy. You might be surprised at how many compliments you get. Those compliments are a sign that the color is doing its duty, making you look energized and radiant. It is a form of self-care. It's an investment in your mental well-being as much as it is in your appearance. Color is also an emotional language. When you choose expensive colors like deep, calming blues or warm, inviting creams, you are influencing the way people respond to you. These colors suggest maturity, stability, and elegance. They are trustworthy colors. Muddy or neon colors can be unsettling or suggest a lack of grounding. By choosing your colors wisely, you are managing your own brand as a stylish woman over 60. So, take a good look at your current closet. Look for those muddy greens, chalky lavenders, and neon oranges. Move them to the back. Or, better yet, donate them. Replace them slowly with pure pigments. Sapphire, forest green, charcoal, ivory, emerald, plum, and midnight navy. These should be the pillars of your wardrobe. They are the million-dollar colors that will never go out of style and will always make you look like you've been curated by a professional. Fashion and beauty after 60 are not about correcting flaws. They are about celebrating life. A great color palette is a celebration of your skin, your eyes, and your journey. It's a way to keep your look as vibrant as your spirit. By avoiding the common color pitfalls and embracing these high-end hues, you are setting yourself up for a decade of style and confidence. You are a modern woman over 60, and there has never been a better time to look and feel your absolute best. Thank you for spending this time with me. Ageless beauty is a journey we are all on together, and sharing these tips is a way to make that journey more fun and stylish for everyone. Keep experimenting, keep caring for yourself, and never forget that style has no expiration date. You are beautiful, you are vibrant, and with the right colors, the world will see exactly that. Stay stylish, stay confident, and enjoy every bit of your fabulous journey through your 60s and beyond. A final word on pinks. Avoid that cheap candy pink that you often see in low-end boutiques. It can look very juvenile on mature skin. Instead, go for a blush or a clay pink. These have a bit of gray or peach in them, which makes them look much more refined and high-end. They add a soft, romantic touch to your look without feeling like you are trying too hard. It is a very elegant way to wear color. And regarding the drab khakis, if you must wear tan, make sure it's a cognac or a chestnut brown. These are deep neutrals that have a lot of richness. They look amazing when paired with white or navy, and provide a much more solid and wealthy look than a yellowish tan ever could. It is about choosing a color that has substance. Keep your colors clear, keep your fabrics high quality, and keep your spirit high. You are in a wonderful season of life, and your style should reflect that. Whether you choose the deepest navy or the creamiest ivory, do it with a smile and a sense of adventure. You are a stylish woman over 60, and there has never been a better time to look and feel your absolute best. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you in the next color-filled fashion adventure.